We are live. Hey, cute cats and kittens. Carol Baskin here. Hey, did you see that video that you put up when someone pranked her with the old Rolf Harris and Jimmy Savile thing? That was funny, wasn't it? So we'll just wait for people to come. Hello, we got one viewer coming in. We're just waiting for more people to come in. And then we can get started and we'll find out what celebrities we've got in. So, yeah. Wait for a few more years. I'll drink my coffee. I'm quite tired today, actually. I filmed something today, which will be out very, very soon. And I'll keep you posted because I think it's going to be great. That's why the reason I'm so tired. I filmed two things, actually, which will be out very soon. But I will let you know about all that. So I'll have my coffee. Hello, Holly. How are you? Thanks for coming back. Lovely to see you once again. Right. For the people who were already in, you know the score anyway, what happens with this. I'm going to give 5 celebrities. You've got to ask the celebrities a question. Good evening, Holly. You all right? I'm going to ask those celebrities. You are going to... God, my brain's not working properly tonight. You ask those celebrities a question, and I will answer the question as those celebrities. So we're going to find out what celebrities we have got in. Mr. Joke Pitman, please reveal the celebrities this week. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. So we'll start from the end. Which end? Oh, we'll go. It's this end. Okay, so the first celebrity that we have is Diane Abbott. And I know that is everybody's favourite one. So if anybody wants to ask me a question as Diane Abbott, feel free to do so. Oh my God, Stan Smith from American Dad. Francine, oh my God. Francine, oh my God. Those chocolate crocodiles, oh my God. Stan Smith, American Dad. Right. And we've got Billy Connolly is in the middle. I absolutely love Billy, you know. So if anyone's got a question for Billy, the ones are coming in very soon. So ask me a question and I'll answer it as Billy or any of these other people. Yeah, you know, moving on to Lee Evans now, do you know what I mean? Yeah, but it's mad, you know, I'm really nervous and that, and I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing, you know. So yeah, I mean, if anyone's got a question for Lee, you know what I mean, I'll move about a bit more when I do Lee. Do you know what I mean? And finally, we're moving on to Dan Wootton, who is from New Zealand, and he is constantly on talk radio. Do you know what? I actually met Dan Wootton, right? I was on the Rhine, and Dan was presenting the show. That is the reason I started to do Dan Wootton, right? And I could do his voice after the interview, and I was like, oh, I should have done it in the show. I should have done Dan Wootton's voice to Dan Wootton. So there we go. Right. Question for any of these celebrities, fire away. Guaranteed Abbott's going to get loads tonight because I didn't expect her to come up. She always gets, bless her. She gets a bit of stick, does our Diane. Give us a question for these celebrities. I do feel like I'm actually... Why did you wear odd shoes? I take it this is a question for Diana. But right, here we go. Okay, that's a very good question. Now, the reason I decided to wear odd socks and nobody ever realised that I was wearing... Okay, the reason I was wearing odd shoes is because what I decided to do, effectively, is I was in my house and I decided that I would be in a rush to get to the specific place that I was meant to be at. But the reason I wore odd shoes is because Jeremy sent me quite an erotic message, which really gave me a bit of excitement. And because I was excited about Jeremy, I just panicked and I put on the shoes incorrectly. And that is the reason I actually wore odd shoes. So that is the reason I wore odd shoes. That is correct. If I'm honest with you, by the way, does anyone know whether those shoes were actually photoshopped? Because I'm thinking, how can somebody wear odd shoes? That can't be right, can it? Let me know. If anybody knows, let me know. So there we go. There was a question answered by Diane Abbott. To be fair, I could just do Diane Abbott like all night, couldn't I? Good evening, Ross. How are you, mate? If you've got any questions, well, give me some more than Claire Harrison if you just want. About the shoes. Everybody laughs at Diane Abbott's shoes. Who is your favourite telly interviewer? Okay, my favourite person who interviews me, I would have to say, has got to be a gentleman called Steve BMW. Is that his name? Steve BMW. Sorry, no, Nick Ferrari. Nick Ferrari is his name. And he is somebody who really helped me when I was trying to work out how many police officers that we are going to need. So I think Nick Ferrari is probably worst or best. He actually nearly ruined my career. Oh, he did ruin my career. I think it's Nick Ferrari. I would say Nick Ferrari. Okay. Lee, how long does it take you to wring them suits out of the end? Oh, yeah, it's a nightmare, you know. I finish my show, it's like I'm in a fucking wetsuit. Do you know what I mean? It's mad, you know, I do the show and I'm absolutely knackered. You know, I've done like 3 hours or something, you know. I mean, after the first half, I come off and I'm absolutely fucked. You know, I mean, I can't sit still now, you know. I mean, I'm sliding down the fucking chair, do you know what I mean? Yeah, but it's absolutely mental, you know. I mean, I'd say that, you know, I wring the suits out. I've just got to get a new one, you know. I mean, you know, I might as well do like a fucking, you know, I might as well jump from fucking Niagara Falls, you know. And as soon as I'm finished, I'm like, where the fucking hell am I at? You know, I think it's more about the actions, Willie, you know. I mean, if I sweat as much as Lee, I'll be eating for fucking Chinese every night, you know. I wouldn't put any fucking weight on. So, yeah, I'll probably say it takes me about, I don't know, I think I lost Diane. Diane, how long does it take to wring my suits out? Okay, the amount of time it takes to wring your suits out, I would say round about. The answer would be, I think, by the time you have wrung them out and there has been a huge waterfall, I would say the amount of time would be, well, fucking tell me then, fucking hell. Yeah, we're not going to get an answer. We're not going to get an answer. Yeah, so there we go, Lee. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I love Lee. He's one of my favourite comedians, you know. Yeah, hello, Lorraine McQueen and that, you know. Yeah, sort of like mental, innit, you know. Hey, Ricky, how are you, mate? Good to hear from you. I haven't seen you in a while. So there we go. That was a question for Lee Evans. Any more questions? Wendy Cooper's shared it. Thank you so much, Wendy. Yeah, you know, Wendy shared about me, you know, sweating like fuck. So there we go. Any more questions for any of these celebrities while I drink my coffee just to keep myself going? Dan Wotton, who's the funniest person who you have interviewed? Okay, that is a very good question, Ross. Thank you so much for that. I would say the funniest person I've ever met was, I would like to say, Denny Posthill. It's actually pronounced D-I-N-N-Y, not D-A-N-N-Y, Denny Posthill. I also love the way that I say, I actually also love Ant and Dick. Not Ant and Dick, Ant and Dick. I do love Ant and Dick. They are my favourite people. In New Zealand, we call it Dick, not Dick. So I've got to say, Ant and Dick are probably my funniest people that I've ever had the pleasure of interviewing. So I would probably say Ant and Dick are my favourite people. How many times does he want to say Dick? How many litres water to replenish your armpits during a show to prevent DR? Well, yeah, you know, I mean, I've got to have gallons of the stuff, you know. I mean, before I go on, there's like a fucking massive waterfall at the side of the stage, you know, and I'm like this. And then I go out, fucking sweat it all out, you know. Soon as I've finished, I'm fucking straight back. Yeah, I mean, if I don't have me waterfall of fucking water, I'm fucked, you know. So yeah, but yeah, it's like shitloads, absolutely shitloads, you know. Absolutely mad. So there we go. That is how much Lee Evans. Hello, Lorraine McQueen. So lovely to have you on the show. I could actually host the whole thing as Dan Wooten. So there we go. Billy Connolly, do you miss live? Do you know, I've got to say, I do miss live comedy. It's great. There's nothing better than walking out in front of an audience and unleashing what I want to say. There's nothing more pleasurable than saying the word fuck in front of 30,000 people some nights. I mean, I'm exaggerating. I'd say about 2,000. I think any more than that's a wee bit much. But I got to say, I do love it, you know. It's one of my favourite things. However, I was born funny and I'll always be funny. As long as I live, I'll always be a very funny man. Tickety-boo. So I've got to say, I do miss live comedy. It's great. Thank you so much, Billy Connolly. Okay, has anybody else got any more questions? I feel like I'm actually hosting on talk radio right now. So has anybody else got any more questions for these amazing celebrities? Diane Abbott, where do you get your clothes? Okay, that is a very good question. The clothes that I've originally got on are the clothes that I bought in Iceland. And I've got to say, I do love Iceland because you have some really good deals there. However, the flight to get there was extremely expensive. So it didn't work out the best when I flew to Iceland just to get a jacket. And also, I've just remembered when I wore odd shoes, it wasn't because of Jeremy texting me. It was because when I went to Iceland, the people could not speak English and I ended up ordering some odd shoes. So that is the reason I am currently, that is where I got my shit. That's right. That is the answer to your question. Stan Smith, what do you...
Oh my God, Donald Trump, he is so amazing. I mean, I can't say too much because I work for the CIA. And Francine will go absolutely crazy. Francine hates Donald Trump, and I love Donald Trump. Do you know what? We have lots of arguments in our house over Donald Trump, and it's so funny. It's really funny. Even though he has no clue that I have an alien living in my house. I love Donald Trump.
I don't know why you like Donald Trump. I think the man's a wee wanker. And also, what I think about Donald Trump is the fact that he should no longer be the Prime Minister of the UK. Diane, I think you'll find that it is actually Boris Johnson. They both have the same type of hair. However, they run different countries. Okay, I find it rather confusing because I think they both look the same. I think you'll find that one of them is orange and the other one is more pale. Okay, for fuck's sake, what's going on here? This is crazy. Why are there so many fucking loonies? Yeah, I know, it's mad, innit? You know, I mean, all these people, I don't know where the fuck I am, you know.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I gotta say, I do love Donald Trump.
All right, you've told me, a wee wanker. So there we go. Okay, we've got a lovely message from Holly Jade Singer. By the way, she's got an amazing voice. You should listen to her. Look her on YouTube. She's got an amazing voice. So there we go. What would Billy Connolly sing on carpool karaoke? Do you know what? I should prepare for these type of questions because Holly tends to ask me the same type of questions on every single one. So what would Billy Connolly, what would your carpool karaoke song be? Do you know what? I don't know what the fucking hell carpool karaoke is. If you'd say what my favourite song is, my favourite lyric, you know, I'd probably say is, and I remember saying this in one of my shows years ago, my favourite song is called How Can I Say I Love You When You're Sitting on My Face? I absolutely love that. But I don't know, I'm thinking my favourite song, I mean, I could picture myself singing Baby Shark or something, you know. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, mummy shark, do 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 do. Mummy shark, do do do. That's probably my favourite carpool karaoke song. I love that. It's great. So there we go. Thank you so much, Billy Connolly, saying, how can I say I love you when you're sitting on my face? I should actually look up that song. So there we go. Stan Smith has already answered that question. Then it's already came up. So there we go. There was a question for Stan Smith. Do you think of Donald Trump? So there we go. That is a question that has been answered already, probably because I can see some of the comments on the side and I should just wait until they come up. So there we go. Has anybody got any more questions for these? No problem at all. No problem, Holly. I got to say, I do love that song. Okay, this is a very interesting question from Ricky O'Brien. Who would win in a fight, Stan Smith or Peter Griffin?
Oh my God, I would definitely kick Peter's ass. I would definitely kick Peter's ass. I would run round him twice. He would fall on the floor and I would sit on his face. That would be funny. That would be fun.
Do you know what? I'm actually turning into Peter Griffin as I'm trying to do Stan. It's getting when you do so many voices, your brain just gets confused.
Oh my God, I sit on Peter Griffin's face and he really likes it.
So that is who would win in a fight. So there we go. That was a lovely question there from Ricky O'Brien. Thank you for sharing, Wendy Cooper. When I say Wendy Cooper, I mean Wendy Cooper, not somebody who likes to get blown away on the wind. So there we go. Thank you so much. Has anybody got any more questions for our celebrities? We're actually flying through the show this evening. It's getting quite fun and quite nice. So there we go. Thank you so much, Lorraine McQueen, for sharing this video. Dan, are you a friend of Dorothy? Well, that is a very good question, Wendy, actually, because I have several friends called Dorothy. What do you think, Diane? Do you think I'm a friend of Dorothy? Well, I don't know whether you know a lot of people called Dorothy, so I'm not quite sure whether you would be a friend of Dorothy. Lee Evans, do you think I'm a friend of Dorothy? Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't have a fucking clue who your friends are. Do you know what I mean? Billy Connolly, do you think I'm a friend of Dorothy? Well, you know what? I just find the phrase quite weird to understand, you know. What is a friend of Dorothy? Oh, I get it now. Fucking course you are. Oh, my God. Billy Connolly, what are you like? I'll let you get away with that. Stan Smith, do you think I'm a friend of Dorothy?
Oh, my God. You are clearly a friend of Dorothy, Daniel.
Oh, my God. You call me Daniel. People can normally call me Dan.
Is that your Christian name? Is it Daniel or Dan?
It's Dan, actually. It's Din.
Din. Oh my God, I do not understand Din. What is Din?
It's Din. I've told you before. It's Din. Okay, Din. Din Wooden. That is my name. Okay, so anybody got any more questions for me? Or any of these celebrities, as a matter of fact? I've got to say, the friend of Dorothy one was quite nice. I did like that. And I've just had some amazing news. I've just heard my door go and the pizza man has arrived. So I will be getting my pizza in 10 minutes. So, Holly Jane Singer. Dan, are you nicer than Lorraine? Or is Lorraine... Are you nicer than Lorraine or for Lorraine? She's nice. I do say Lorraine is a great lady. I do love Lorraine. I really love the way she goes high-pitched and we have so much fun together. So Lorraine is such a great lady and she stood the test of time in TV. And that is the reason I'm on TV, because she's given me that little push. So I do love Lorraine. I think she's great. However, I do spend a lot more time on talk radio as opposed to ITV. So there we go. There is your question answered, Holly. Thank you so much. So there we go. Has anybody got any more questions for any of these celebrities? Any more? We've got another 10 minutes, and I am going to ask some of these questions, some of these celebrities' questions myself. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll ask each and every celebrity a question while I'm waiting for your questions. So, Diane Abbott, what is 2 plus 2? Okay, that's a very good question. What I would suggest when I look on 2 plus 2. Sorry to interrupt you, Diane. I've actually got a question from Wendy Cooper. Sorry to interrupt. Wendy Cooper. Din. I love how she spelt my name phonetically. I love that. Din, how do you get on with Piers Morgan? I've got to say, I do get on with him quite a bit, but he does change. He's like, when a lady is due on, Piers Morgan is just like that all of the time. You just don't know how he's going to react. And sometimes he's lovely and sometimes he can be a complete dick. So that is my relationship with Piers Morgan. Okay, so Diane, as I was saying, what is 2 plus 2? Okay, that is a very good question. What we need to understand when we are looking into this problem, we need to find solutions to the problem. And what we are looking at and what we are finding when we are going to solve the problem is we need to understand what these people are going to. These people, Diane, it is in numbers. We are talking about numbers. Are you referring numbers to people? I'm actually not referring people to numbers. Numbers to people. What I am doing is I am going to. What you have effectively done, Dan, is you have asked me a question on numbers, and you know that I am very vulnerable with numbers. Therefore, you're a racist. Oh my God, what a hugely strong accusation that is, Diane. I really cannot believe you've called me a racist. That is the A you say, racist. Okay, Stan Smith, we've got a question for you. We've got a question for Stan Smith, who I believe we've got a question coming in for Stan Smith from one of our viewers. So we've actually got one for Diane. I'm so sorry, Stan. We need to move on to somebody else. Wendy Cooper. Stan, Stan, where did you meet Francine?
I actually met Francine one night. We were out and she flashed her lights at me. I was like, oh my God, why is this woman flashing her lights? Why is this woman flashing her lights? And I went over and we sat in the car and we had an amazing time. But at the same time, I was thinking, why the hell am I in a place where there's lots of cars around me? That is how I met Francine, and we've been the same ever since.
So there we go. That is how he met Francine. I take it, isn't it called dogging, Stan?
It was not dogging.
Okay, sorry. Huh. Keep your hair on. Even though Deanie Posthill literally doesn't have any hair. Just excuse that moment there. So we have any more questions? Okay, so I've asked Stan Smith a question. Billy Connolly, I will ask Billy Connolly a question in the meantime while you are waiting for your question. So Billy Connolly, what is your favourite joke? I'd say my favourite joke is about the wee man who he works at the sewers, you know. And he covers everyone's holidays. He absolutely loves it. And I remember it was, I went down to meet him. A great guy, you know, for the purpose of a joke. So sorry to interrupt you, Billy, but we do have a question for Diane Abbott. Diane, how is lockdown working for you? Okay, well, I was in lockdown for a lot of time and I was not allowed out of the house. And what I didn't like about it is because I lost a lot of weight during lockdown. A lot of people say that they put weight on during lockdown. I actually did lose a lot of weight. And the reason I lost a lot of weight is because I thought lockdown meant that you lock yourself down to a chair and you can't get out. And if you do get out, you will get COVID-19. So what I did is I literally did not move for 4 months. And I lost a lot of weight because I did not eat, because I was so scared to get out of my chair. And I locked myself to the chair. So I found lockdown very, very difficult. So thank you so much for your question, Pete Mathias. There we go. Okay, Billy, big to you. Please continue about your favourite joke. It's about the guy who works in the sewers, you know, and I went to see him. And he covers everyone's holidays, you know, and he loves it. And I remember it was, I said, how are you doing? He says, oh, I love it here. I cover everyone's holidays. I was like, right, okay. I said, you must love it here then. He said, oh, absolutely. He said, you see that jobby there? By the way, for the people who don't know what a jobby is a poo in Scotland. That's what they call a jobby. Right? This is Billy's joke, by the way. I'm not taking credit for this. He said, you see that jobby there? He says, aye. He said, that's Steve's. He takes a jobby 9 o'clock every morning. There it goes. He said, you see that jobby there? He says, aye. He said, that's Frank's. Takes a jobby, same time in the morning as Steve, you know. The jobbies cross over at the same time, 9 o'clock. There they go. Anyway, it comes to 12. Comes to 12 o'clock. He said, you see that jobby there? He says, aye. He said, that's my wife's. I said, how do you know that? He said, it's got my sandwiches tied to it. Oh, don't you love Billy Connolly? Thank you so much, Billy. That really, really made me laugh. I really loved that joke about the wee jobby. So, okay, we're going to ask Lee Evans. Before we do ask Lee Evans, we've got another question for Wendy Cooper, from Wendy Cooper. Billy, did you enjoy playing Southampton? Do you know, I love going to Southampton. It's a great place. I absolutely loved it, you know. I love the vibe. I love walking along the front and walking along the front. I do remember one time I was walking along the front. Here's another Billy story, right? As I was walking along the front, this guy stops me. He says, Billy, can you sign there? Can you sign something for my grandson? He's a huge fan. I says, oh, hey, no problem. His wee boy must have been about, I don't know, 10 years of age. He said, I signed it for him and off he goes. He says, Billy, I'm so sorry. My grandson's been nagging me to death. I says, what now? He says, could you tell him to fuck off? I said, fuck off. He says, oh my God, that's made his day. I think that was in Southampton. That happened. Or was it Bournemouth? I don't know. Love Billy. Thank you so much, Billy. Okay, we're going to move on now to, we've got 2 minutes left. So if anybody has any more questions for any of these celebrities, feel free to ask. Okay, we're going to move on now to Lee Evans. Lee, I'm struggling to ask you a question because the question I would ask you would be something. I've got a very good question actually for you. What is your favourite thing you like to do apart from comedy? My favourite thing, my favourite thing to do apart from comedy, I'd say is absolutely fuck all. To be honest, I don't know. But because I can't stand walking out, do you know what I mean? I can't stand it, when you try and use Google Maps, you don't know where the fucking hell your starting point is. You're like this, where's my fucking starting point? Where's my fucking starting point? Where's my fucking starting point? Before you know, you're doing a fucking bleep test, So there we go, yeah. So we got 1 minute left. We got 1 minute left. Thank you so much, Lee Evans. I tend to find that with Google Maps also. Billy, would Dan Wooden cut it on the shipyards? What do you think? How do you think I would get on the shipyards, Billy? To be honest, I thought, do you know what? I don't know really. I mean, the shipyards is quite difficult, but I think you'd be fine. Just go around and ask them all questions. Just go around and interview everybody. And I think the answer you'd get off most people would be fuck off. But I think you can do that because you're thick-skinned. I'm absolutely thick-skinned, Billy. So I think I would get on really well in the shipyards. What does it entail? Well, you've got welders and engineers and all that type of thing, So I think you'd be. It takes a lot of practice to get good at that, Well, I'm sure I could be an engineer or any type of thing like that. So there we go. We have literally gone 30 minutes of this show. So if anybody has any more questions, I will be here for another 2 minutes, or I will just wrap up. Where is Jimmy Carr having his holiday? I don't know, Pete Mathias. I will have to call Jimmy Carr and ask him where he is having his holiday. I really do not know. Or whether that is a topical reference that I have not looked up, I've not seen in the news today because I've not really looked on Facebook or Twitter. I will probably find out for you, Peter. So there we go. This is my voice now, by the way. God, it's tiring doing all them. My vocal cords are like, what the fuck's going on? So yeah, thanks again for watching. Thank you so much for your support. If anyone wants to pop a little donation onto my job page, then feel free, because I'm an out-to-work comedian at the minute and I'm being a comedy slut doing all this type of stuff. Hopefully, the gigs will be coming back in soon, and support your local comedy clubs as well, by the way, guys, because if you don't support them, you won't be seeing any more live comedy. The whole thing will be going to ratchet. So we do need your support. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm also doing personalized video messages. So if anyone wants a birthday message, or I'll tell you what else I'm going to be doing. Shall I tell you the secret? I'll spill the beans for you now. Right, what I'm doing is I'm doing a private press conferences for people as Trump and as Boris. So basically, you'll be on a video along with me, and you can ask me whatever questions you want. You'll have got half an hour of my time as Trump or as Boris. So if anyone wants to order one of them, I'll basically, it'll be out. It will be out very, very soon. We're just putting the promo stuff together, and I will keep you all posted when that is out. Like I say, I'm doing personalized voice messages as any celebrity, and then I'm doing video messages as Donald Trump and as Boris. So if anybody would like one of those, feel free to get on the Joe Pig website, click on which one you want, and I will be happy to oblige. So yeah, if anyone wants to give us a donation, then feel free. Thank you so much, Wendy Cooper, for the lovely comments, and like I say, give us a little donation. That will help massively. And Mr. Joe Pittman has put the link on the comments, so feel free to click on there. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. My pizza's here, and I'm starving, and I'm really excited to eat. So thank you so much, everyone. Cheers. Have a good night.